You're watching NFL Daily, and today's show is presented by Magic Spoon. If you're looking for great tasting, healthy cereal, look no further than Magic Spoon. Go to magicspoon.com/chat. $5 off your very first order. I recommend the cinnamon, the frosted, but my absolute favorite is the fruity. We got a super chat coming in, and it's from David Vielma. As always, I said it once, I'll say it again. FAB. Only the real ones know that if you see an FAB in the chat, they're a real one here at Chat Sports. Let's go to Jeff Reed. What up, Jeff? Appreciate the question. Is the Raiders the team to beat in the NFL? I mean, they're definitely a team to beat considering the fact that they are undefeated and they've taken down the Ravens and the Steelers. However, the team to beat is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the defending Super Bowl champs, and another team that's undefeated. Let's go to Matt Productions. Hi, Mitch. How are you? Halfway decent. Richard Sherman won't play anywhere, and Bradley Chubb is missing at least 3 games. So Bradley Chubb, I believe it said that he's going to be out at least 6 to 8 weeks, so that's going to be something to keep in mind. And then Sherman won't play anywhere. I still think that Sherman is going to end up signing somewhere. I don't know if it's going to be with the Buccaneers, the Saints, it could be Seattle, the 49ers. It's going to be somewhere, but stay tuned because if you're watching this live, my segment's coming up here in just a little bit. All right, what up, Evan Hinders? Since Big Ben is hurt, will Haskins play? I mean, it's either Dwayne Haskins or Mason Rudolph, each not probably the best option. Big Ben right now is dealing with a pec injury, though if you followed the Steelers and if you followed Big Ben's career, he's always somehow pops up on the injury report. I believe he's going to end up playing, though he has not looked very good this season. What up, Craven Moorhead? Wow, what a name. Who would you rather have right now, Kyler Murray or Derek Carr? I mean, if you're asking me long-term, it's Kyler Murray. He's the more dynamic quarterback. Who do I think's played better this season? Derek Carr's played better. He's definitely the higher-ranked guy in terms of my MVP power rankings. But if I'm being honest, Kyler Murray to me is still the better quarterback overall than Derek Carr. Jeff Reed, who do you think wins the AFC North? It's a good question. A very competitive division between 4 teams right now that I actually think are playing halfway decent. If I'm betting man and I want to stick to the team that I originally projected to win, I still think that the Cleveland Browns are the best team in that division, though Baker Mayfield does scare me a little bit. I would probably rank it Browns, and then I'm going to go Ravens, and then I'm going to end up going the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then Joe Burrow's Cincinnati Bengals. All right, y'all, so what about this? Name a player you want your team to trade for. So the NFL trade deadline, I believe, is November 2nd, and we're going to be doing a lot of videos around the trade deadline. So think about all the players out there. A few of the guys that pop up into my mind that I think could actually be traded. Chandler Jones is definitely a name that comes up to mind. Somebody said trade Tua. I know we're going to get some Deshaun Watsons in there as well, but think about it. Name a player you want your team to go out and trade for. Ben N. Snyder. Chiefs shouldn't trust Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Thoughts on signing a veteran running back like Todd Gurley? I get that Edwards-Helaire had a very bad fumble. However, they did draft him in the first round. Not that that means a lot. Do I think it was a waste of a draft pick? Yes, because with that offense, with Andy Reid, I really do believe almost any kind of running back you insert into that team, they can be productive, maybe minus Le'Veon Bell. But if you're looking for a veteran running back like Todd Gurley, I think he's washed up. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is much better than him. And I get the idea of going out and getting a big-name running back, but they just did it last year with Le'Veon. It simply didn't work. So have confidence in Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's a solid no on Todd Gurley. All right, Jeff Reed, how about the corner Averett shutting down Hill more or less? I mean, if you're asking me if anybody can shut down Tyreek Hill, I'm going to simply say no because so this past week, I get that, but still, it's not you. There's nobody one-on-one that I think can honestly take out Tyreek Hill. Maybe Jalen Ramsey, but I will say this past week, Baltimore did a halfway decent job of bracket covering Tyreek, but when you do that, it opens up a lot of things, which is why, Kelsey and all these other guys absolutely killed him. Evan Hinders. Should the Lions sign Dez Bryant? I'm going to give that a big old X and say no. Dez Bryant's a big name. I know that Tyrell Williams right now has been battling an injury, and basically that entire Lions team has got a whole bunch of injuries on the offensive side of the football. But, I mean, I'm just going to simply go ahead and say no, man. No to that. Marc Mullo, hi, Mitch. I hope you're well. Does Cousins get traded from the Vikings? If he doesn't get them into the playoffs, he's way overdue with this team. I definitely think in terms of being one of the most overpriced overpriced and overpaid or overrated quarterbacks in the league, it is Cousins. He's got a lot of options there. The issue is this. Who the hell is going to trade for Kirk Cousins? He's not even a top 20 quarterback in my opinion. And if he is a top 20, he's a fringe top 20 guy. Speaking of overpaid, well, I don't want to be overpaid anymore. No, what am I trying to say here? Get rid of that. I don't know where we're going. Let's just go to Magic Spoon here. MagicSpoon.com/chat. Shout out to them for hooking us up here with this awesome offer. If you're looking for $5 off your very first order, then go ahead and go to MagicSpoon.com/chat. My personal favorite flavor, I like the fruity and the frosted. I think both of those taste really, really awesome, but low carbs. I mean, we're talking about only 4 grams of net carbs per bowl. High in protein, 13 to 14 grams, plus it's sweet and delicious. So if anybody out there has got a sweet tooth, I'm telling you what, right now, you got to get your hands on some of this stuff. So go to MagicSpoon.com/chat. If you're looking for the hookup, type Magic Spoon right now down in the comments, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the special hookup that we got. One more time, MagicSpoon.com/chat. Let's go to, wow, I'm not even going to say that. Would you rather sign Sherman or make a trade if you need a... You know what, I am going to say it. Hey, would you blow me? Would you rather sign Sherman or make a trade? I think I honestly would rather go out and sign Richard Sherman if he is 100% healthy and motivated and he's taking care of all the other things going on. But creative names here, and I like this. So if you guys put creative names on the show, I'm all about it. Jeff Reed again. Is Lamar Jackson the best player in the NFL? Not quarterback, but overall. Well, no. I still think Patrick Mahomes is the best player overall in the league. He might be the hardest person to scheme for because there's nobody in the league that can do what Lamar Jackson does. If you want to put an athlete next to somebody's title, Lamar Jackson's probably the best athlete in the league overall, but no, he's not the best player. Evan Williams, Broncos should trade Drew Lock to the Colts. Thoughts? I mean, I'm guessing you're simply saying this because Carson Wentz has got 2 sprained ankles, and overall it's just an absolute shit show, right? But if there's a quarterback that I think actually makes sense for Indianapolis, it's Nick Foles. Now, that kind of gets a little bit more complicated because Andy Dalton's dealing with an injury, so Foles is now the backup to Justin Fields. But, yeah, the connection with Foles and Frank Wright, that's the route I would go, though I do think that the Broncos should end up moving on from Lock because it looks like Teddy Two Gloves got it locked down. If Drew Lock is traded to the Colts or if any time big-time trades like that end up happening, we're going to keep you guys updated here at Chat Sports. So take a second, look underneath the video, and hit the subscribe button. I don't want you to miss anything, and it's 100% free, so there's literally can't get much better than that. Craven Moorhead, do you think Cam Newton could sign with the Houston if Mills is trash? Well, the Houston and Mills are both the trash, so Cam Newton would probably be the best option there. However, I'm going to say no. If there is a team that I actually think right now should pick up the phone and call Cam Newton, I think the Miami Dolphins should definitely be up there. You got the Brian Flores connection, plus ultimately it's something that I just think Cam would be a better fit than Jacoby Brissett. Call me crazy. I don't know. Juan Hernandez, how long is Josh Jacobs going to be out for? And what's up with Incognito? Is he even going to play this season? Well, I wouldn't anticipate Josh Jacobs, Richie Incognito, or Daniel Levitt to play this week for the Las Vegas Raiders. On my show on the Raiders Report yesterday, I said that don't be surprised if the Raiders put Jacobs actually on short-term IR, so for 3 weeks. He's dealing with an ankle, turf toe injury. And then Incognito, dude, I have no idea when that guy's going to play. He just has not been a reliable piece. Yes, I understand he's getting up there in age, but it honestly wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't play a single game because you just can't rely on him right now from his injury last year, and that was already his injury this year. We got Ollie Tabooger. Who is the better quarterback against the Raiders this week, Tua or Brissett? Well, since Tua's not going to play, it's going to be Jacoby Brissett. However, I understand that Brissett probably actually has better numbers so far this year and has looked better than Tua. But I would still say that Tua is the better quarterback overall. So for the Raiders' chances, go ahead and bet on that game because the Raiders are going to win that one. Let's go to Light Gaming. If Tua's so injury-prone, how is Tua a bust? I mean, if you're injury-prone, sure, but it's not just if you're injury-prone. Like, if he doesn't play because of injuries, that makes him a bust. I'm sorry, it's as simple as that. But even when he's been on the field, he hasn't been very good. I mean, last season, 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Ryan Fitzpatrick clearly better. And already this season, he's struggled. So To call Tua a bust is still way too early, but if he doesn't play because of injuries, that also makes him a bust. Let's go to Robert Bruce. Hi, Mitch. Hi, Sam. Hello, Jeremy, Jack, everyone. Great job. Unfortunately, Jeremy's not here. Sam's in another room, so make sure you give some love to Marshall and Trace. Wondering, do you think Mac Jones has proven he's a qualifier NFL starting quarterback? Guys, we're 2 weeks into the season, right? Like, it's pretty early on. Do I think that New England's doing a good job with Mac Jones, playing it safe with him? Yes. Has he looked better than Trevor Lawrence and, Zach Wilson? Yes. Do I still think that he's going to be the best quarterback out of all those guys, though? No, I don't. Jeff Reed, who's your early rookie of the year? My early rookie of the year? It's probably Mac Jones. He plays quarterback, which is basically the number one position that you know is going to end up winning the position. Zach Wilson's been literally terrible. Trevor Lawrence has got 5 picks, 4 touchdowns. He hasn't been very good. If Justin Fields can turn it on and be like a really just push forward like the back half of the season, we could see that. But I would say right now the early leader is Mac Jones. York Oxesmall. That's so good. Could Justin Fields be the best quarterback from this draft? Yes. He absolutely could be. I mean, the one thing that he has that no other quarterback in that draft has was the athletic ability. Not saying that Lawrence and Zach Wilson aren't athletic, but Justin Fields clearly the most athletic. It's really going to come down to how much talent the Bears, I think, put around him, because he's got all the pieces, or he's got all the talent. He needs the pieces around him. Noah Dye, do you think it's possible the Bengals can get Justin Jefferson in a trade? No. There's no way that Minnesota is going to trade Justin Jefferson after having arguably the best season a rookie wide receiver has ever had. I'm not saying he's been the most dominant rookie receiver ever, because I'll still take what Odell Beckham Jr. did his rookie year over what Justin Jefferson did this past year, but there's no way Minnesota trades Justin Jefferson. I would just be unbelievably shocked, and if they do that, then, yeah, Zimmer's getting fired. Now, if you guys haven't already, please hit me up, or hit Chat Sports up, on Instagram at Chat Sports. So I'm going to be at a wedding this week. Usually when I do these type of shows, I say, hey, message me on Instagram. I'll answer your questions. I'm just not going to be in the right state of mind. You know what I'm talking about. So seriously, message Chat Sports on Instagram. Go ahead and give them a follow if you have any questions about today's show. RaiderBaby Maker. Guys, these names are elite, and I appreciate it. What will Derek Carr's contract price be looking like for us after he wins that MVP this year? If Derek Carr wins the MVP this year and they give him a contract extension, it's going to be over $35 million a year. I just think it's got to be that, especially with contracts going up next season with the new TV deal. It's over 35. If his agent was smart, it should be over 40. But Derek has also said that he wants to win and he doesn't want to take a crazy contract. If he takes anything under $30 million, it'll be contract friendly. Jeff, what's your Super Bowl front runners? If this was Stephen A. Smith, it'd be threats, right? So, I mean, you gotta say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They deserve to be up there. I mean, the Raiders, it's crazy to say, but they've taken down 2 good teams. The Chiefs are obviously still up there. The Baltimore Ravens deserve to be up there. From the NFC, you could still throw out the Rams. They have a hell of a defense. The Arizona Cardinals, I think, have looked pretty good. So, there you go. Super Bowl front runners. What up, Liv? Aloha, brother. Is Tyson Williams the James Robinson of 2021? You know, I actually like this comparison a lot because the Ravens are still going to try to run the ball. The only difference is this. Tyson Williams is still going to be able to split with Latavius Murray, and the Ravens are actually good at football. I don't know if we're going to see a James Robinson of 2021. If anything, the James Robinson of 2021 might actually be James Robinson. Let's go to Chef Cesar, Raider Nation for life. Hey, Mitch, why hasn't Chucky called up Easton? We are in need of a guard, and we now have the cap space. Why is he not trying to improve the O-line? Raider Nation for life, Raiders. I mean, I think he's just taking his time. So the reason why the Raiders restructured, Corey Littleton's contract, I think that they are going to go ahead and make a move. Now, Nick Easton's been a player that I've been saying, hey, yes, this Raiders team should go out and get. But he's going to take his time. I do believe the Raiders make a move, but I don't know why it's not Nick Easton. He'd be the first guy I'd call. All right, this is the last question on the first mailbag. Again, we will do another mailbag coming up here in about, 25 minutes or so. Noah Dye, Richard Sherman, more dominant as Buck than any other team. So you're saying he would be more dominant on the Buccaneers defense than any other team. I mean, it's not that I totally disagree with that. The Buccaneers have a phenomenal defense.